Hi, I'm Scyntha and welcome to my kitchen. Today we're going to be making a quick and easy recipe, shrimp tacos. To start, we're going to have two different skillets, one to brown the tortillas and one to make the shrimp. So you want to have the tortilla pan on about medium heat. And we're just going to let that heat up while we get the other ingredients in this pan ready. We don't really need too much, maybe about a fourth of a head of cabbage. And then in this other pan over here, we're going to start with the shrimp. I like to take a paper towel and put it underneath the shrimp just so it can soak up all the excess liquid that's in it, and that will make your sauce a little bit more thicker when you're cooking it and less thin when it goes into your tacos. So this skillet is cold right now, and I'm going to go ahead and just put the shrimp right into it. They've been deveined, they've been cleaned, and also peeled. I'm going to rearrange the shrimp just so that way each one of them can have a side touching the pan. I'm going to take my half a tablespoon of butter and I'm going to put it right in the middle of the pan. I'm going to sprinkle my frozen green onions, but you can also use fresh as well, right onto the shrimp. So our pan should be getting hot right now. So I'm going to take a break on the shrimp and I'm going to go ahead and put corn tortillas into the frying pan that's on medium heat so that way it can toast. You don't want to use any oil when you're toasting the tortillas. You just want to have them on medium heat straight into the pan. You want to make sure that you watch the tortillas also. They only need to be in the pan for maybe 20 or so seconds. You don't want them to burn. So I constantly just check it, and when it looks nice and golden brown, then I'll flip it. So over here on the shrimp side, you want to put about a half a tablespoon of minced garlic right into the pan. You want to sprinkle some black pepper right on top, whatever your taste preference is. Same with the salt. And some Old Bay just right on top of the shrimp. I like to add a little extra because I like the flavor of it, but you can add as little or as much as you want. Okay, now we're going to go back and make sure our tortillas are getting nice and toasted. So I don't know if you can see that, but the tortilla is nice and lightly toasted on either side, not burnt, but also not really dark. And what you're going to do while it's still warm is just fold it in half and set it on a plate nearby. That way it can maintain its taco shape until we're ready to put the fillings in. And I'm going to keep putting tortillas in and toasting them up while I'm cooking up the shrimp. Toasting the tortillas normally takes the longest out of the whole entire process. So I get my skillet nice and warm and I start throwing my tortillas in early before I even start the shrimp. I plan to toast 5 corn tortillas because 10 ounces of shrimp fits nicely into that many tacos. You can lower the amount of shrimp you're going to be using or lower the amount of tortillas you're going to be using based on who's eating and how many tacos you want to make. So now that I'm down to toasting my last 2 tacos, I'm going to start the shrimp onto a medium-low heat. Okay, so now that I'm done toasting my tortillas, I'm going to turn this pan off. So while the shrimp's turning pink, I'm going to take the cabbage that we sliced earlier and I'm going to put them into each of the tacos. My shrimp are starting to look pink, so I'm going to flip all of them over. Another option that you can do is taking the cabbage and you can saute it in the sauce after the shrimp come out of the pan, but I like my cabbage a little bit more crunchy, so I just put it straight into the taco without cooking it at all. The shrimp will come out hot and go right onto the tacos as well. It'll kind of soften the cabbage up and you won't really need to cook it. Our shrimp is starting to look really pink and most of them are no longer opaque, so I'm going to toss them around in the pan. Give them a quick stir to get all of the spices on every piece of shrimp. I'm going to turn the heat off. I'm going to move over to my taco shells and I'm going to place the shrimp into each of the tacos. So with all of this sauce left in the pan, I'm gonna scrape it to the corner and then I'm gonna pour it into each of the tacos to make that cabbage soften up just a bit before it's eaten. And there you go, shrimp tacos. This recipe is something that I created one day for lunch. It's got very high protein and not a whole lot of fat or calories to it. So it's one of my go-to recipes. I hope you enjoyed this quick video on making shrimp tacos. Please make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and also give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Make sure to drop some comments below on anything you liked, and I hope to see you tune in to future videos. Bye!